I used to have a girlfriend, and I never believed that one can shake his or her fist at God. I never believed that one can cry in disgrace against heaven until I met this lady. She made my life hell. She hated the mode of being. She hated existence in itself. She didn't feel that as a species we should be alive. She hated human beings. Or she didn't believe that we should be reproducing. She believed we are pests to the world, we are bug to the world, and we're eating the planet up. We are eating the earth up, and we are just disaster for the earth, the planet, and for all other living things. I have never met someone like that before. She was really, 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 really in a dark place. She never got to see the light. How do you think one can start stepping out of the darkness into the light? How do you think one can start embracing true light? How can one crawl? Because I don't believe that you can always walk out of it. I mean, I don't know her story. She probably might have been, who knows, raped and probably gone through all kind of critical situation. I mean, I've spoke to a lot of people who've been through hell, and they have all the reasons, all the rights to shake their fist at God, to shake their fist at the mode of being, and just to detest existence in itself because of how wicked and malevolent people can be. How can one walk into the light through the darkness?
By, for one, recognizing where the light is. And I mean, of course, it's a blessing to be able to have a healthy body. It's a blessing to be able to perceive things of the mind, but it becomes a challenge to see things spiritually because a person doesn't recognize certain things of the spirit. As it says in Isaiah 29, he closes the eyes of the prophets, covers the heads of the seers. They're not able to see. So a person has to be able to recognize where that light is, but also to overcome and want to go towards that light. Because there are plenty of things that in this world keep a person from wanting to walk into that light, to be able to walk as children of light, to walk with Jesus. A person has to let a lot of things go. Person needs to be able to forgive things of the past for the trouble that they've harbored in their heart for so long. A person has to be willing to put off things of the world. And this world was, upon its creation, intended to be beautiful, but eventually sin entered into it through Adam and Eve. Now it's had many, many years to grow into something wicked. And often that wickedness disguises itself as something beautiful. Even Lucifer was a beautiful among his angels before he fell. So a person can have a lot of things in this world that will want to keep them there. But in the end, if you see the light is available, if there is a way to escape the darkness, but the darkness itself disguises itself as something warm and life-giving, then a person's gotta be able to discern what's the truth, what is the lie, what is life, and what is death. Because that darkness is from sin entering the world. The wages of sin is death. So It can be a blessing to have a lot of things in this world, but when those things go away, would a person blame God for it and step even further into the dark? Or if a person is called out of the dark, would they be willing to let it go?
For over 100 years, women in America have been able to fight for freedom. And like I said when we started, there's a popular public figure called Jordan Peterson. And he said that God is the spirit that forces one to fight his way against tyranny into freedom, even if you have to walk uphill barefooted. God is the spirit that forces one to fight his or her way against tyranny into freedom, even if he or she have to walk uphill barefooted. Do you agree with him?